What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know. Tas. I'm about to get it in. Whooping! Are you ready for another Super Norteno? Don't worry. I got you. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, go ahead and put your notification bell on all right now. So that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate all the support, man. I'm very humbled. I want to send a big special shout out to Latin Active 219, who's my primo, my cousin, my flesh, my blood. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but he really is, man. And I love my cousin to the fullest. That's my familia. Make sure you guys go tap into Latin Active 209. Go support his channel, man. I seen the video you dropped on myself in dubs. Gracias for spitting the real and for giving these individuals, man, real knowledge they can't get in college, real game with no added preservatives. You put it out there. But let's get to my primo, who has no relation to Latin Actor 209. It's the other side of the familia. Right? So we all know that Ricky is always into some shenanigans, and this time he shenaniganed the right way. I'm not gonna lie, his shenanigans turned into my shenanigans, and I shenaniganed, right? Shit, I kept shenanigan. In fact, my lady left me. I did too much shenanigan, but it just is what it is. Now, my tia is a villain. My tia is a villain, and she calls me one day and she tells me, Mijo, you have to come over here. I knew it was real serious when she said the word mijo, because usually I'm fuckface number 2, right? So I pulled up quick, like, tia, what happened? Are the roaches taking over? That had already been happened, right? She said, oh, fuck no, this is their house as much as it is yours. I said, well, it's not my house. Exactly, it's my house. But I like them because sometimes they massage my feet. When I have my feet on the ground right next to the hole, they come up out of the hole and they tickle my feet when I'm watching my novela. And I be right there just laughing, eating popcorn, watching Esmeralda. And they're just doing their thing, Mijo. Don't worry about them. But look, I'm going to have to go to Mexico for a little while because I'm on the run. I said, well, you don't look like you're running nowhere. I fucked up. I got caught with a stash a while back, and I didn't give up who gave it to me because you're no so rata. I don't tell. Unlike a lot of people in this house. Speaking of tellers, Sheila, get your fat ass up, and I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm telling you, don't go in my refrigerator anymore. You ate the last tortilla. I don't care if it was the roaches, bitch. I'm blaming you. See, we do blame around here, but we don't tell. That's how we do it, Miko. I'm like, all right, so tia, so what do you want me to do? You want me to hold the house down? Like, no, fuck no. But I want you to keep an eye on your primo and this fat bitch, because I'm going to go to Mexico to go visit my old man Angel for a little while. He's deported. You know Theo Angel? I said, yeah, I know Theo Angel. He's a G. That's right. He's so much of a G that he's the G in me. So I'm going to go get some of that G in me for a little while before I turn myself in, or they catch me first. Mi vida loca, call me la esa payasa, where it's going down, and I'm going to cook some vegetables. I'm like, all right, tia, whatever. So she was going to jam to Mex for a little while. My tio had hooked it up. One of his primas was going to come down, pick my tia up, and take her to Mexico. She was going to cross over and go to Jalisco and chill at his house for an unusual amount of time. And it was actually about a little bit over a month, right? Let me tell you what happened in the meantime, in between time. So when she leaves, I tell Ricky, my tia, we're there, we're all chilling. This fucking badass chick, fucking straight up out of the fucking pages of, oh, right? Picked her up. I was in that motherfucker like, hey, what's your name? Yo no sabo inglés, right? Yo no sabo español, but yo sabo mamón, right? She left. She took my tia with my tia's. Watch my house. Feed the fucking dogs. Well, fuck it. Don't even feed them. I don't care, right? So she leaves. Party time. Let's get to scooping up dog shit and cleaning this place up because we're going to have a party. That was my mentality. At that time, my lady was just not doing what she should be doing correctly for me, right? So I went and got Ricky. I was like, Ricky, whooping. He's like, whooping? But we can't have a party, right? My mom would trip out. And I'm like, hey, how are you going to pay the bills while she's gone? What if she's gone for a year and shit? Because it's going to go to grandma's and I'm going to get the money from grandma. So what happened is my tia, the Social Security check usually went to my grandmother's house. That's where they picked it up at. And my grandma would take her little issue, her little 30% off the top. You know what I'm saying? Like the mesan, she's going to need her issue. And then she'll shoot the rest to Ricky, and he was supposed to pay the bills and do what he has to do. We didn't really like him to have it because he'd go buy everybody in the neighborhood weed. Thank God they lived in Gustin. There was nobody in the neighborhood, so there was no one to buy weed for. But when he was in Winton, living right there on fucking Susie Street, everybody had a lot of weed and a gang of Zuzans and Wham Whams from the Special K store. I don't say Circle K, I say Special K, or it's Super K, whatever it is. Anyways, right? So I'm like, oh, cool. So I knew I was going to take me a little hundo out that issue. Every check, right? got me 100, got me a pad to party in, got me a fat bitch that knows how to cook but eats it all before. So you got to get to it. Everything's going good. And Ricky's like, well, but me and Sheila, we're not in a good place right now. It's what do you mean you're not in a good place? You're in the fucking pad. You got the pad to yourself. Finally, for once, Tia's gone, bro. I hope that man goes to prison. We're good, right? He's like, no, whooping, but we got to get rid of Sheila. Because what if we want to have some girls over here? I said, we could just have them and just do your thing. Just convince Sheila it's an illusion. It's a optical illusion. You know how to do it, bro. He's like, no, she ain't gonna go out like that. I said, it doesn't matter. She cheats with black dudes. No, who said that? Motherfucker, I seen it, right? Well, you're telling now? No, I'm telling you, or I'm trying to give you advice. So anyways, he was trying to figure out a way to get rid of Sheila. And I said, look, I'm going to start a fight. You just go with it. Act like you're going to choke her, but don't really do it because then I'm going to be forced to apply pressure. Let's just get rid of her. So Sheila, meanwhile, is in there cooking. She's all happy because now she doesn't have my tia hanging over her because my tia be like, hey, bitch, you're using too much salt. She was like, it's not salty. No, you're using too much of my shit. Only a little bit. I know you're fat ass. You a gang of salt just because it adds preservative. No, don't do it, right? So with her gone, Sheila's in there cooking. It smells bomb, right? I'm in there dipping in it. Like, damn, the chilaquiles are bomb. These are extra special. I was allowed to put salt this time. Oh, shit. So as I'm fucking up, I'm trying to look at her and engage. And she's all happy in a festive mood, right? And, my tia's gone. Usually my tia yells at her from day to night. Imagine living in a house where you're not liked whatsoever. My tia's like, hey, bitch, you could sit here and you could change the channels on the TV, but you can't change your fucking little black kid's diaper? Why you got to say it like that? I'm lying? I'm lying. You don't have little Lionel running around this motherfucker. Talk about once, twice, 3 times, I'm the lady. Stop it, bitch. Stop lying. You got the whole Commodores, but my fucking stupid son believes that they're his. I'm telling you right now, that kid has a bigger dick than him, I promise. That is not his child. Right? So my tia used to give her a hard time all the time. Tia's out the way. She's happy. Me and Ricky are trying to devise a plan because I know a couple homegirls. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to call them anyways. So I call the homegirls. They came over. They're looking good. Ricky's like, whooping. For one reason or another, I don't know why chicks like Rick. They dig Rick. Maybe because he's easy to get over on, or maybe because he's just like, he doesn't know what to do with them. So they kind of could dictate the program. But hey, the chick's like, hey, what's up with your primo? I said, his old lady's in there. She's like, who? I said, I thought that was just a bitch that came to clean the house. I said, nah, that's a bitch that don't clean the house, right? But she's in there cooking. She was like, does smell good, right? So I introduced Sheila. I'm like, hey, this is my homegirls right here. They're just here to kick in. She's like, why is there 2 of them? I said, no, because the other one didn't come. There would have been 3 of them, right? So anyways, they're kicking back and whatever. And next thing you know, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go get some beer. I'm going to go do my thing, right? We're going to kick it all night long. There's Ricky's son. All night long, right? Lionel. So I go to the store. I get beer. I'm in a good mood. Like, everyone's happy when my tia's gone because she's a grouch. She's the Grinch. Let's just not get that twisted. She's calling, talking about, well, how's my house looking? I said, sideways. It hasn't blown down yet, but if they huff and puff, this motherfucker, they'll blow it down. Like, it could only stand one more raid, tia. I promise that, right? So she's like, don't mess up my dishes. Tell that bitch, I know that bitch is using too much pepper. She better not be using too much pepper. I said, hey, she's not using too much pepper. She's all right. We got her on restriction. We're going to hit her with some Ozempic. She'll be all right. So anyways, meanwhile, Ricky's over there chilling with these 2 chicks and fat girl, right? She gets mad. She gets upset because these girls are showing Ricky too much attention, but I told them to. See, I'm trying to get the conflict to get her up out the way so we could do the way, right? That wang. Whooping. And Ricky's over there telling the old school story. Whooping, when I was in Tracy prison, they tried to stab me. It was the homies because they had me on freeze. But guess what? I bounced back and I'm active again. My primo, on the other hand, he's not active, but you already know that. I'm like, I walk into with a beer, like, what are you doing? Why are you putting me on blast? Why are you exposing me like they do on YouTube all the time, right? What are you doing? And he's like, whooping, I'm speaking facts. I said, yeah, but these are facts that we can live without. The chicks are like, I never knew you didn't gangbang. I said, I do. And that's what we're trying to do if this bitch would get out of here. So anyways, we're kicking it. And she just starts to feel some type of way because Ricky's not showing her attention. He's all up. This chick is basically all up on him. I'm like, damn, she's brave because Sheila got major hands and she got a lot of protein power. She just ate like fucking 4 pounds of carne asada. She's ready to go. And she's like, I'm going to my mom's. And Ricky's like, she was like, when I come back, these bitches better not be here. They're like, what? I'm like, what? Ricky's like, whooping. I'm like, it just happened. I'll give you a ride, Sheila. No, I'll walk. You cannot walk to Winton. Stop it. I'm going to give you a ride. I'm going to make sure you get there. I'm going to make sure you get as far away as possible. She jumps in the whip. One of the chicks goes with me. The chick's trying to calm her down, like, hey, nothing's gonna happen. My homegirl, she's not gonna mess with your old man. She don't even like your old man. Your old man's a fucking tonto, right? As soon as we walked out, Ricky was like, whooping, 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 whooping. Right? He was getting his whoppilization on. I took fat girl. Hey, earmuff it if you're new to my channel, but that's just how we talk around here. No disrespect and no fat shaming, man. But it's the truth. She was slightly overweight. It's my prima, basically. You know what I'm saying? She knows what I say. She watches. What is that, Sheila? So she gets dropped off at her mom's. Now we got these chicks. And I ain't gonna lie, get back, we're kicking it. I got the one, he got the other. I'm trying to do the switch. He's not really into it. He's all hooked, right? And so I get upset. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the pad, man. My old lady's blowing me up. Your mom's blowing me up. Take care. Let me tell you something. I left. I came back a week later. There was no phone calls from Rick. I'm calling. I'm concerned. I'm calling Sheila. She's like, I'm not going back there. I'm done with him. Yeah, right. I could hear a black guy in the back like, what up, though, girl? Right? So she's living her best life, living it the long way. And so I already know what time it is. So I'm like, let me go check on Rick. These chicks might have buried him. I know these are some diabolical set you up ass chicks, right? They were cool homegirls, though. Man, I went back there. There's one walking around with her chichis all out, her bras hanging in the living room. They got fucking telephone lines set up, you know what I'm saying, as hangers. Like, they really made this house a home. I'm like, Ricky, your mom's going to trip out. My tia's calling me, blowing me up. I haven't been able to talk to my son. They don't care. Did you kill him already? Because I know he acts stupid. I said, not tia, everything's fine. I walk in that motherfucker like, everything is not fine. These chicks done took over the house. Well, the real reason I went over there was to check on Ricky, but also one of the real reasons I went over there was because it was check time and I had to take him to my abuelita's house, my grandmother's house, to pick up his check. My grandma was calling her, hurry up and tell that fucker to come cash this check. I need mine off the top. Tell him to break bread like Jesus said. I need mine at 10.5 a key pura. My grandma's no joke too. She was, rest in peace, grandma, right? She was hardcore. So I pick him up and these chicks are like, we're going with you. And I'm like, nah, I want to talk to my primo alone. They're like, no, we're going with you. I'm like, nah. One chick, I see her nipple is popped out. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're coming. So they jump in. I'm looking at Rick like, what are you doing, bro? Where's Sheila? Get back to normal life. Get back to gangbanging. What are you doing? He's like, primo, you don't even know that I'm going to marry both these chicks. I said, what about Sheila? Fuck Sheila. She likes black guys. I already know. She's like, I called the other day to check on my sons. I said, you mean her sons? Whatever. I called and I heard Earth, Wind, and Fire painting in the background. It's all about, and that's when I knew. I said, yeah, that's pretty much an indication that she has moved on. You know what I'm saying, to the R&B side. And hey, more power to her, or more chorra for her. Either way, Lena the plug knows how she feels. That's it. So he's like, man, these chicks, they want to stay with me. He's telling me all these different stories, and I'm like, fuck. So I tell the homegirls, hey, what's up? You guys don't go to your pad or not? Well, Ricky said we could stay. I said, yeah, but you guys are like just rewashing your clothes. Like the last time I was here a week ago, those pants were black. Now they're like dingy gray. Like, aren't you want to go? Can you take us by our pad to get some stuff? I already had the idea. I'm going to take these chicks to their pad and leave them. Man, they were smart. One stood in the car. Just grab my shit. Make sure you get my curling iron and get my shit, my track, right? I was like, what? I thought your hair was when I was pulling it. I wonder why it was going. Right? Ricky's like, whopping the door as well as the kids. Hey, I fucked both of them. I was like, did you? You won, bro. I didn't even get to hit both of them. Let me get the other one, Rick. He's like, I don't know if they're sprung. You know how I'm working. I said, yeah, but they ain't shit. Can I try? He's like, whooping, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Get active for once in your life. Right? So we get back. We're kicking it with these chicks. Everything's good. They're cooking. They're cleaning. Like, literally, the house was cleaner than it's been in several years. So I was like, I guess they do matter. I guess fucking Mexican chicks that don't want to go home's lives do matter. So they're kicking back. Everything's going good. And we're switch hitting. Like, when I say switch hitting, it's not fucking guysing. It's we're switch hitting on the chicks. Like, I'm getting one, he's hitting the other. I'm getting one, he's hitting the other. Like, we're winning. I don't go home. My pants turn dingy gray. I'm in that motherfucker. I'm in it to win it. A month later, a few weeks later, my tia is on her way back. They dropped the fucking case, mijo. They dropped the case. I'm coming back. I had a great time. I walked funny, but hey, it's nothing's funny like Monopoly money. I'm telling you, Angel gave me some money, mijo. He bought me a new cajena. He bought me a new ring. He says it's my promise ring. He promised to bring me back when he divorces his other bitch. I'm so happy, right? So I'm like, hey, Rick, we gotta abort the mission. Your mom's coming, bro. We gotta dirty the house a little bit so it looks normal. Make up with Sheila's fat ass. Bring her back. Tell the black dude, hey, you got that fat white girl. You got her, okay? And let's bring her back. Let's get back to regular scheduled program because grandma's tripping. because you spent a lot of money on these chicks. She's going to tell your mom, we have not paid the rent and I ain't got no money. Rick said, what? But I thought you said you were going to pay. You gave me $150. I thought the 100 was for me and 50 was for gas. Well, but they're going to kick us out. They ain't going to kick us out. Fuck, your mom will beat the hell out of the manager. We're good, right? But man, you're going to have to make some excuses. So we stood trying to get these girls out. Like, hey, I'm going to drop you off. Man, my tia's coming home. They're like, no, it's cool. We want to meet your tia. We want to stay here. And I'm like, you don't understand. You cannot fucking stay here. Right? You were just the homegirls. Man, if my tia didn't pull up in record time, same chick brought her. Hey, what's happening? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking a little stressed out, but at the same time, this chick relieved all my stress without even having to relieve it. I'm like, what's up? Because I whooping, mom. How was it? It was fucking good. How was it here? It was fucking great. So Ricky's not one to lie. Like, he'll tell the truth straight up. And my tia's like, Corey, these whores. No filter. No hesitation. Where's fat mugre? Mom, she wanted to go stay with her mom. So I figured, baby, my mom was gone. She needed her mom. Because that's what moms are for. Right? I don't got mine, but she got hers. Yeah, no, I think something's fishy right here. And it smells like these pirujas. What's going on? And they're like, hey, nice to meet you. It's not fucking nice to meet you. What are you doing in my house? And whose fucking calzones are these right here by the kitchen? I don't like calzones near the burners because it might burn my beautiful home down. And it is beautiful. Can no bitch? Yeah, it's nice, right? Yeah, it's fucking nice. And who's sleeping with my son? No, we're not sleeping with your son. I smell pussy juice, right? I'm like, oh, no. I said, Tia, the homegirls, they just came. I ain't even going to lie. One of them needed a shower because she fell in the mud. You know, we're getting a little rough and shit. My tia's like, okay, save it for fucking who believes it. Save it for social media, bitch. I know something was going on. Did you guys sleep in my room? Man, we tore her room apart. But luckily, I made the bed. Just answer me a question. Did you sleep on my room or did you sleep on that fucked up ass waterbed that leaks all the time in my son's room? I bet you guys he was hitting it from the back and you were visualizing Mitra Capone with his eyes all ripped out. I know what's going on in here. And my tia was like, dead on. Exactly what was happening. She knew. And look, an OG Mexicana knows. She could tell you what happened when it didn't happen. And I bet you guys were in the bathroom right over the toilet, just getting it at the lawn. Did it feel good? Mine felt good. Did yours feel good, right? And I'm like, damn, man, we did do the toilet thing. You know what I'm saying? With the seat up. That's crazy. So anyways, we're trying to get rid of these chicks. These chicks won't go. My tia's like, hey, come to the room. I need to talk to you as I slam. Where are these bitches going to go? Because I don't need them in my house anymore, mijo. I mean, they did a good job cleaning. And we could call them every month to come back and you get yours and they get theirs and then get out, right? And I'm like, I don't know, tia. We've been trying to get rid of them for like a month. A fucking month! The whole time I was gone, they were here. Rent free in my house. I said, speaking of rent, you're dead on again with rent free because we've lived here for free because Ricky didn't pay the rent. Ricky, right? He go, whooping, right? You didn't pay the rent. No, what happened was I gave the money to him, mom. To fuckface number 2. All of a sudden, I'm fuckface number 2, fool. Okay, fuckface number 1. Tia, he gave me $150 and you were supposed to pay partial rent. No, I partially went to Foster Freeze and got me some of them good fries and I partially put some in gas. And then I ain't gonna lie, I took this chick to partially get her a plan B. You know what I mean? That's partial, right? My tia's like, you guys are fucked up, right? She has to figure it out. I got to ask Angel for more money. I said, well, you can pawn that big ass chain he bought you. It's not even real. I'm like, oh, shit. Anyways, as my tia's trying to get rid of these chicks start fighting the feeling like a motherfucking Too Short song. Sheila comes. Ricky had got on the phone. Let me tell you something. Sheila came in the house. You. First time I ever seen her like on some real gangster shit. Get the fuck out of my house, right? My tia's like, for once I like you, mugre. Hey, do you need help? I don't want to chip my nails. We got it done in Mexico. Look, it got that bling bling, mijo. It's got the same shit that one chick, Valeria, hey, you remember the one they shot in the head? They got the same fucking shit. I'm like, damn, tia, don't make fun of shit like that. I'm not making fun. I'm just saying. I'm just bullshitting. That never happened, right? But she did have her nails done. She didn't want to chip the nails. So she didn't care about chipping nails. She chipped her nail like a Chippendale dances. Boom, 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 boom. She was dragging these bitches out of the house. I ain't gonna lie, I loaded them corpses up into the car. They were, Ricky's like, whooping, are you gonna call me? Shut the fuck up. Sheila stopped him. Hey, I don't like domestic abuse. Right? And I took them up out of there and they never returned again. In fact, they never replied to my phone calls again. I seen another homegirl that kicks with them. I was like, whatever happened to them? Shit, they stopped gangbanging and shit. Like they got out the mix. Sheila beat them into submission. She beat them into dropping out. She stripped them of all their stripes, right? Hey, that night I went back to my tia's. Wasn't invited, but decided I'm going to go just to see how Ricky, the bumps and bruises that my tia gave him. My tia was with the fucking close second. And I fucking told you never to go in my room. I was like, yep. This reminds me of when we were kids. I'm going to get out of here. If you enjoyed the story, man, if you like these stories, hit a 1. Super Norteno, you already know Ricky stays winning. This one, he won. He didn't even have to fight. Sheila handled the business for us. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. If you like this, hit a 1. If you don't, hit a 2. But I'm still going to do them anyways. And that's the bottom line, because Gun said so.